Other argument against reparations that has gained the most attention is that the people currently asked to pay had nothing to do with the injustices of the past.
Yeah.
How do you respond to that?
Well, there's actually several responses to that. First and foremost is the fact that the injustices of the past are not as distant as we are accustomed to thinking. If we were thinking about slavery itself, my sons are the 5th generation out of slavery, and so if you think of it from a generational standpoint, it's not that far in the past. There are some families where there are still living members who are actually only the 3rd generation from slavery. Those individuals are 100 years in age or older, but again, from a generational standpoint, it's not that far back. But now if we also address the fact that subsequent to slavery, the United States did not immediately become a true democracy, but practiced 100 years of political exclusion of African Americans through the Jim Crow system, then we're talking about a system that did not go out of existence in any formal way until 1964. And with respect to schools and school desegregation really doesn't come into practice in the United States until the early 1970s. So now we're not talking about a very distant past, and we're not talking about huge numbers of Americans who had nothing to do with that process. But I would also add that for individuals who are more recent immigrants, I would argue that when one immigrates to a country, you immigrate to its history.